Welcome to my kitchen. Today on the menu I have a grab and go lunch. I came up with this idea when I was working at an office and was going out for lunch every day and spending way too much money, and was just buying sandwich that wasn't, A, it didn't taste very good, and B, it wasn't very good for me. So I also didn't really want to spend a lot of time preparing a lunch for myself in the morning. So I came up with this idea to prepare lunches on the weekend, and I'll tell you from start to finish, and that is from chopping the vegetables to cleaning up. It's about 45 minutes. So it's, and you'll get 6 or 7 lunches out of it. So it's really worth the time that you put in to do this. If you're new here, I'm Karen, and on my YouTube channel I do 2 things. I demonstrate how to make simple, tasty, and healthy food fast, and I vlog exercise. I think because I'm passionate about healthy lifestyle, healthy food, and exercise. So those are my 2 passions, and I'm putting it into my YouTube channel. I'd also like to tell you that I spent a lifetime battling a compulsive overeating disorder. Finally, about 8 years ago, I figured out how to get off of that hamster wheel where you're dieting and losing weight and then gaining it back again. What I've done is I've put together the strategies that I used, and not diet strategies, but mindset strategies that I used to get me out of that. And I put it together in an ebook called 6 Strategies for Permanent Weight Loss, and I put a link in the description box below where you can download it for free. So now, let's get to this grab and go lunch. The star of this lunch is Christmas limas from Rancho Gordo's. These beans are really nice because they've got kind of a thick skin, but I don't know whether you can see that, but they're nice and creamy on the inside, and that's what makes them really good for this dish. And there's a link to Rancho Gordo in the description box. If you can't find them, or you prefer not to get anything online like that, chickpeas work just fine for this. Flavor wise, in fact, that's what when I started making these lunches, that's what I started with, chickpeas. As you can see, I like to have everything laid out and ready to go, and I'll just give you an overview of what I've got. There's a link also in the description box to my website, and you'll be able to download the recipe there. But we have our Christmas lima beans. That's 1.5 cups. I have a good amount of mushrooms. I think these are 3 ounces of chopped mushrooms, and these are just regular old white mushrooms. 1/2 cup of shredded carrots, 1 cup of chopped kale, 2 tablespoons of whole cumin seeds, and then I have a chopped onion. I have 1 cup of chopped onion, and that's 1 cup is about a medium onion, and a chopped bell pepper. That's also, it's a whole bell pepper, and that also comes to about 1 cup. I have 2 tablespoons of tahini and 2 tablespoons of miso that I've dissolved in some water, and my spices. I also have 1 cup of water, just because I'm going to need a little bit to keep things from sticking. All right, I've got my pan heating on medium-high. All right, so now I'm adding my high moisture content vegetables first. And I just want to toast those cumin seeds a little bit to start with. I am now on power setting 3.5, and I think that's medium low. And right now I'm going to turn it up to 4. So I'm just doing a little quick saute. The vegetables, this is a dry pan. I'm not using any oil. And the reason I have so many vegetables in this is because I really want this to be a full meal. So you're not just having a bean spread on your sandwich, but you're actually having vegetables to go with it. I am going to add the carrots and the kale. Again, high moisture content. So what happens is the heat draws out the moisture from the vegetables, and that's all you really need to keep things from sticking for now. The mushrooms I've found and the spices will definitely, things will start to stick. So, but right now, not a problem. It's also really pretty, isn't it? Because this is going in a sandwich, I want it to cook really well. And a little bit of water. So I do want my vegetables to steam. I don't want this to be liquidy because it is a sandwich filling. But you need a little bit of moisture just to help it cook a bit. Now, I am adding, now that things are, the vegetables, they aren't nearly cooked enough, but they're starting to get cooked. And I want the spices to go in, the rest of the spices to go in. That's all going in, along with my mushrooms, and a little bit more water, just to keep things from sticking. So the next thing I'm going to add is Christmas limas. And as I'm cooking, I am just going to use my spoon and sort of mash these up a bit. Now, I'm saying that this is a sandwich spread, but it's not necessarily limited to that. I think it's also really good on a baked potato or on some rice. You know, you can mash the beans up with a fork in the bowl before you put them in the pan. I just kind of prefer to get them mashed up in the pan with the vegetables as they cook. Well, you can see things are starting to turn into a little bit more of a spread, but they definitely need to cook a little bit more. Now, I'm going to add just a little bit more water. Rather add too little water and then have to add more, then have to wait until it all cooks out. Now I'm going to add my miso. Add just a little more water in here to get the rest of this out. I'm putting in the tahini last. The tahini just kind of gives it a little bit more of a spreadable texture, as well as adding just a little bit more of a nutty flavor. And now this needs to cook for another 2 or 3 minutes. We have a bean spread. Now I'm going to let this cool, and then I'll show you how I pack it up. So my sandwich filling has cooled completely now, and I'm ready to start packaging it. And here is my little secret. I use these paper Dixie cups. They're, I think, 4 ounces, and they're made for mouthwash, but they're a perfect size for a sandwich. And if it's not enough for you, it's like one is not enough for my husband, so he takes two with him. So what I do is I package these. I just put my sandwich filling in here and freeze them upright. Then once they're frozen, I put them in a plastic bag. So when I'm ready to leave the house, all I have to do is pull one out of the freezer, take it with me with whatever I want my baked potato or my sandwich bread or pita pocket or whatever it is that I'm going to use to make my sandwich or whatever I'm going to have this with. The nice thing about this is it doesn't need to be refrigerated because it's already frozen, and it's beans. So it's not like, I think if there were meat in this, I would obviously want it to thaw in the refrigerator, but with beans, you don't have to worry about it. You just let it sit out and it'll be thawed by noon. The one thing I wouldn't recommend doing is putting these in the microwave. If it's frozen, these cups are rated for cold only. They aren't rated food grade for anything hot. So I wouldn't risk putting it in the microwave just in case some chemicals might leach into your food. Here's what I do instead. This cup is it's paper, it's easily tearable, with the exception of this lip right here. So all I'll do is take a scissors and cut through it, and then you can tear easily. And put it in a microwave safe dish and you're good to go. So here it is, tasty grab and go lunch, really easy to make. And 45 minutes on a Sunday afternoon will save you a lot of time during the week. If you like this video, please, or think you're gonna give it a try, please like the video, hit that thumbs up. And while you're at it, subscribe to my channel. If you click on the bell, you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.